Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Ready, Set, Pop. My name is Mariel Basoy, greeting you from Mexico City, and I'm here with my beautiful co hosts, all the way from Brazil, Lucas Apache, and all the way from Colombia, Mauricio Sierra. Hey, boys.
Hello.
Hey, how are you
Hey,
today, guys?
great, doing great.
Great, great. I want to apologize, first of all, because we were supposed to do this video last Monday, but I had this thing with my work, so we have to reschedule it.
Yeah,
But here we are, willing and able to
yeah,
talk about Mao's topic for this week. This topic was chosen by Mao. We all know he's from Colombia, so we have already did an episode dedicated to Mexican singers, Mexican pop singers, and now it's time for us to talk about Colombian pop singers and not just focus on the most common like Shakira. So we're going to talk
yeah,
about more like underground pop singers out there in Colombia. So Mao shared a list of these singers with us, and we share the playlist on our YouTube channel, uh, which you can check out so you can know what we are talking about. So we're going to be discussing with Mao what we thought about these songs, and he's going to tell us a bit more about these artists in particular. So obviously, Mao, I want to know why you decided to talk about this time, because we have already mentioned, like I already mentioned, talked about Mexico. So now it was your turn, but why did you decide to talk about it now?
Thank you, Mariel. Well, I think it's important to talk about Colombian pop artists, as you said, not only the most common, like the most famous, like Shakira or Juanes or people like that. I want to dedicate this episode to people that maybe the audience doesn't know, like other 90s and 2000 artists that maybe had like impact here in Colombia. And in the
Mm-hmm.
other hand, I want to dedicate this episode to this because, as I told you several times, and now I tell to the audience, here it was not common to have this kind of artists. For example, in your countries, in Mexico and in Brazil, you have a lot of this kind of artists, like pop artists and bubblegum pop artists. But for us here
Mm-hmm.
in Colombia, it was not so common. During the 90s, we had some acts, and these acts I want to talk about because of that. Because, for example, here, when a group started, it was like pop mixing with rock, mixing with tropical music and stuff like that. It was not pure
Mm-hmm.
pop. So there are a few singers or a few groups that had this pop element, very pop. So I want to share this with the audience because maybe the audience don't know. Even some of these artists after try to mix all different kind of genres, but at least in one song they or in one album they try to make uh, pop, like real pop, like real bubblegum pop, if
Pure
I say.
pop. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for this, Mao. We are willing and happy to talk about this topic. Lucas and I have been very, eager to talk about this. So please start, Mao, by telling us who you want to talk first. And shout out to our friend Adrian, who is watching us.
yeah,
Hey, Adrian.
Yay,
Yes.
hey friend. Hey Adri, how are you? Our biggest fan.
yes,
Our biggest fan.
and
Big
great
kiss to you.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna open my window, but go on.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, okay. Well, first of all, I want to talk about the group. It was a group that started with one of the members. Actually, is Carolina Sabino. That we're going to talk about her later. And this group had a massive hit here in Colombia that is called Ay Que Calor. And I
Mm-hmm.
remember very well a lot of these singers and groups. It's like a beautiful memory in my mind because it was my childhood. So this song, I remember listening to this song in the radio, actually, and I remember I always talk about her but my cousin Jerry had like a little pink, I don't know how to say it, like a recording with you put the tape on it. It was pink.
Stereo.
It was a stereo. Yes, it was like a stereo.
Oh,
It was,
okay.
yes, it was pink. It was very very. I have like this image in my mind. It was because in that stereo we had the opportunity to listen a lot of this kind of stuff, And
Mhm.
there was a radio station here in Colombia that was called Coloring Color Radio. It was
Okay.
for teenagers and it was for kids. And this radio station play all the time these artists. So the first one is Luna Verde, and
Mhm.
I don't share with you Ay Que Calor, that was their hit. I share with you Oh Baby because
Yes.
I perceive that this song is very bubblegum. So I want to know your opinion, guys, because you have a lot of this in your countries. I want to know your opinions on this. So Mariel,
Okay. Thank you, Mau. First, the name of this group, Luna Verde, means green moon.
Green Moon,
Okay,
yes.
green moon.
Ah,
So,
thank you for that. Yes,
yeah, just because sometimes groups choose like very weird names and
weird names.
happen.
Yes, I know.
So, I watched the video and listened to the song. I was it kind of reminded me of some of Mexican groups, because they had like this style of Ove7 or Gaba. They had this pop dancing stuff. So I enjoyed it. I liked it, but it wasn't my favorite.
Okay,
Um,
okay, okay.
yeah, I mean it was good. I think I should listen to more of their songs because this is the only one I heard, the one you sent. So I liked it. I think it had a very cool style. What year is that song, Mo?
1994.
Yeah, it has that 90s vibe, which I
Yes.
like. But yeah, definitely not my favorite. But now we go to Lucas, see what he has to say.
Okay.
Luquitas, my friend.
Um, for me, actually, I wrote basically what Mariel said. That reminds me a lot of the pop music in Brazil in the first part of the 90s, like the
Mm-hmm.
early years, that were like groups trying to make pop music, but was not there yet, like
Mm-hmm.
was not that huge pop that we know, was something in the middle. And I like the song because there's some freestyle elements that was a type of music very popular in 1994 and 1993. I can perceive some sounds in the production that came from freestyle, so that's a thing that I like it. And the the chorus of the song is kind of catchy. Like I
Yeah.
like it because we're gonna talk about the other songs, but I realized that it's not very common in pop music in Colombia, at least from these artists, to have super catchy melodies in the songs, and in this case was. So I kind of like it. This one I was not expecting to, but I did.
Okay,
Great.
perfect. It's great you mentioned that because for me it was so difficult to try to find like this is pop or this is trophy pop that was very common here. So it's great that you say that, oh, this is real pop, because
Mhm.
Yeah.
as I told you, we don't have a lot of this. So it's great
Yes.
that you perceive that.
Hmm.
So for you, this song is a yes or is a no,
For me, it's a
Lucas?
yes. Yes.
Okay, mi Mariel.
It's a yes. It's a yes. Not my favorite,
Okay,
but it's a yes.
it's a
Yeah.
yes. Perfect, perfect. The next one is Okie Dokie. Okie Dokie was Okie Dokie was a show here in Colombia, very famous in that moment. The show was about like they have a house that was like a gift or something for some of the uncles of some of the members, and they were living there and making music and stuff like that. It was like very, I don't know, it was very silly, but at the same time it was very entertaining at that time. So I was so fan of Okidoki. Actually, some of these people I had the opportunity to meet in some moment of my life, and
Mm-hmm.
my mom used to work in school, in the bus school, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So the daughter of one of the members of Okidoki, her name is Carolina Cuervo,
Mm-hmm.
was the mother of one of her daughters was with my mom in the bus, you know. So
Okay.
I remember my mom told me about this, and I was like, oh, let her know that I was so fan of Okidoki. And Carolina Cuervo was like, oh, tell your son that is so nice. He reminds me after all of these years. So
Oh,
yes, it was funny.
oh, that's
Um,
great.
yes, and from the series, from the show, they started like this project of like a group, you know, like RBD or something like that. It started with the show and then released some music. They have
Mm-hmm.
two albums actually, and this song that I share with you, that is Amigos para Siempre, was released in 1994 also. So I want to know. I perceive Luna Verde and Okidoki very similar, but I want to know your opinions, Luquitas.
Okay. This group I have tried before because Mao sent me once, and I heard the whole album, but I haven't
Mm.
seen the music video. So it was kind of funny for me because looks a lot with the things that Brazil did for kids, but in the 80s, not in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And probably there's some inspiration because the clothes they are wearing in that music video is just like Paquitas and Paquitos from Xuxa,
Okay. Yeah.
the groups that helped Xuxa at the
Okay, okay,
show,
okay.
and they were pop groups too, like a girl band and a boy band. So the clothes are very similar, and the whole concept is very similar to Balão Mágico, that was a TV show for kids here in
Oh,
Brazil. Like
it makes
they
Mm.
sense.
they were in like a room talking with the kids. I think it's very similar. So I can see a lot of Brazilian 80s there.
Mm.
Uh,
Uh, the song, no, I didn't like it. Uh, because for me, sounds off key. I don't know if it's one
okay.
person or everyone, but it's kind of weird. The sound sounds weird to me. Someone is singing off the key there. I can tell for sure. Or
Okay.
when they mix it, the whole thing was not well done, well produced, because the voices are kind of messy and out of place. And I remember when I heard the whole album, that was my thought too. Like, it's messy. Like something is
Mm,
off.
not good production.
No, the song,
Okay, okay.
something is off in the songs. So for me, that's it.
Okay. Me, Mariel, what do you think?
I did like.
Okay.
I did. I did. I mean, it's more similar to the things I used to listen to before.
Yes.
So like
Mhm.
very, corny pops music that it's like so cheesy that you can't help but liking it. So for me, it was great. I didn't notice that off key thing because I'm not a musician, so Lucas is.
Mhm.
So I think he was like Mariah when that happened when somebody's doing the wrong note when she was singing. So, well, I guess that was. But I did like it. I found it fun. I found it catchy. Um, it was a yes for me. It kind of reminded me. I don't know if you guys remember a group that came out from the Mickey Mouse Club called the Party.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yes, yes.
Yeah, a group that was formed during the Mickey Mouse Club. Then they released some music, and
Hmm.
it gives me that kind of vibe. That now that you mentioned that it was a TV show, makes sense because
Yeah.
this group, the Party, was pretty similar, and so
Hmm.
that's why I found it related. But I did like it. I mean, it was catchy. The song,
Mm,
the theme obviously is like corny, but
yes, it's good.
it's fun.
So, friends, I assume for Mariel is a yes, for Lucas is a no.
Yeah, prefer me is a no.
Yeah, okay. You are killing me, friend, because this song belongs to my childhood. I'm
I
kidding, I'm
know, and
kidding.
I
I'm
understand
kidding.
that. I
Yes,
probably
I'm
have
kidding.
songs like
I'm
that.
kidding. Yes,
That
yes, I'm kidding.
you never know what to expect with us guys, you know, because
yeah,
some of us may like something and you know the other may hate it. So that's why we're here to share our
yeah,
points
yeah,
of
yeah.
view.
Yes.
And
Actually, go
no,
ahead, friend.
go ahead, please.
Actually, that we are doing this. I'm so obsessed to get the music from them. You know, from Luna Verde and from Okidoki. It's available on Mercado Libre here in Colombia, and it's very cheap. So I was like, oh my god, I should buy this
It's time.
because it's part of
Yes.
my childhood. Yes,
Yeah, and I
yes,
think that's part of the reason you love. There's
yes,
this
for sure.
sentimental part, and I think
Yes,
it's
it's
Yeah.
easier
nostalgia.
for
It's
Marielle to
nostalgia.
like
Yeah,
because it's kind of similar with her country
yeah.
too, maybe. But I want to remember everyone watching us that we're gonna share again the playlist so you guys can watch everything we are talking here and give your opinions in the comments
Yeah,
after.
because sadly, a lot of the songs are not available on Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the
Okay.
only one I couldn't find now was Luna Verde's song.
Okidoki was on Spotify, Marian?
Okie dokie is on Spotify, at least here in Mexico. Don't know.
I think here in Colombia too. Oh, maybe because I remember some months ago I realized that they put all the music in YouTube, but maybe now it's in Spotify. In that moment, I was using Tidal. Maybe I'm not.
Mm,
Yes, I didn't search in Spotify, but good
Mhm.
information, mi Mariel. Well, the
yes.
next one is Carolina Sabino. Carolina Sabino was part of Luna Verde at first, and
Hmm.
then she released her solo album that is called La Puerta Azul, and the song that I share with you it's called El Aguacero.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
she was a prominent actress here in Colombia. She was part of a huge soap opera that was called Las Juanas. That I think you have a version in Mexico, Mariel.
Yeah, we do.
Yes,
Hmm. Hmm.
yes, and in that moment, I know people is gonna say that I'm not right, but in that moment, I remember very well. She was competing with Shakira, like they were
Oh,
Carolina Sabino and Shakira were like not Britney and Christina, but this kind of like the two young divas try to make famous, like to try to get success. So yes, if you are looking for the rival of Shakira was Carolina Sabino in that moment here in Colombia at
oh,
least. So I
okay,
want
okay.
to know Carolina Sabino mixed a lot of things, like she tried to make some ska in her album and rock and tropical music, but this song is and the video is very pop for me. What do you think, guys? Me Mariel.
Yeah, I was looking at the little thumb image to remember because yeah, I remember now. Um, it wasn't my favorite to be
Okay.
honest. I found it. I think she sings good, but I saw some rock references there. So I consider her more like a pop rock singer. Um,
Okay.
I wasn't so attached to the song. Uh, if you actually tell me how does it sound, I wouldn't remember now. So it
Oh,
didn't
okay.
stick to my head. So, but I think that she had the looks. She had, like this image in front of the camera, like she wanted to show herself, like, you
Mhm.
look at me, I'm attractive, I'm this and this. But it didn't catch much of my attention. I think I should listen to more of her music to have a better opinion, because this song in particular, it's a no for me.
Okay. That's great that you mentioned that because for me, it's the same. Even when I love her, I
Hmm.
perceive that look what Lucas said. A lot of these songs don't have this catchy thing, you know. What do
Hmm.
you think, my friend?
Well, when the song started, I was very excited because there was like some Arabian elements, I don't know. Uh, and I was like, "Ooh, this is going to be good." And the first verse was like mystical. I don't know. The music video was kind of mystical too, um, and I was kind of enjoying. But when the chorus came, what the fuck? The song changed. Uh, a lot was very fast, like a little bit of ska, as Mal said, but
Yes.
remind me a lot of my least favorite songs by Shakira in the 90s,
Okay,
was
okay.
a little bit of rock,
It makes
but
sense.
everything very fast, and the vibe from the first part of the song never came back.
Okay.
And the music video unfortunately gets worse too, because in the first part she's really beautiful with her natural um,
Hair.
short red hair, and after this she's wearing wigs like
Wix.
very stranger. So I think the song had a lot of potential, but was not what I was expecting at all. Was not catchy
Okay,
as
Yeah,
my.
friends.
no.
So this song is a no for you too.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
Yes.
It's a no. It's
Sorry.
a no.
No.
Okay, no, it's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay. I think Carolina Sabino has better songs, but this
Mhm.
one
Okay.
was like the first. So yes.
Oh,
Okay,
well,
the
oh,
next
okay.
one. The next one is something that Mariel knows, and I think Luquitas knows too. Is Escarcha. They were
Yeah.
the winners of Popstars Colombia. Here in Colombia, we only had this one season of the Popstars. I was like, it was my jam at that time. Boom Boom. That was the first single from the girls. I was so obsessed with that song, and I really loved them so much. It was like the first. They were the first girl band from Colombia,
Mhm.
and I was so happy because of that. And I used to watch all the show with my mom, and I remember every episode was like, oh, who's gonna win? Who's gonna um, get the opportunity to get into the group? So it was
Mhm.
it was a moment in my life that I enjoyed so much. So Mariel, I know that you like it. What do you think? I know you know the video.
Ay, qué bueno. I like it. I like it. I think it has a very catchy vibe. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the Pop Stars TV show.
Serious, yes.
Definitely, Escarcha is one of the best girl groups from the Spanish-speaking countries. Um, because if you listen to the one from Ecuador, it's not that good. So
Okay.
yeah, I
Kiruba,
like
Kiruba.
Kiruba, yes. So
Yes.
I really like Escarcha. I think the girls had a very nice vibe. The video is super pop. I love the choreography. The song is obviously catchy. It's obviously cheesy. So it can stick to your head like real fast, like boom boom. So it's a fun song. So I did like it. So it's a yes for me.
Okay. Something that I forgot to mention, I had the opportunity to meet Isa Mosquera, the black girl in the group.
Yeah.
So she was
Hmm.
very nice when I met her. It was like 10 years ago, and it was like an event of the company that was working that moment. And she was very nice, and I was like, oh my god, I was so fan of Escarcha. She was like, oh, you're very nice, you're very sweet, and we have a picture together. Actually, I have to look for this picture because I don't know what it is.
Okay.
But yes, I had the opportunity to meet her, and she's very nice. She's a Mosquera. What do you think, my
Okay.
friend? I'm curious about your opinion because I don't know if you already knew Escarcha.
Yeah, yeah. I knew because of the pop stars. I'm not like crazy to the show as Marielle, but I remember I tried to listen every single group that came from the show at least once in my life. So yeah, I knew, but this time I tried to pay more attention to this. And the video is basically the typical pop stars video that was very colorful and very fun, and trying to introduce the girls that won the competition and everything. So it's funny. It's a funny video, and for me, it's fun to realize that some countries try to do a more local thing, like not try to copy a US group in the
Yeah.
sound. I mean,
Hmm.
because here in Brazil, you guys know Ruge, and was practical everything was a version of Australia or US and
Hmm.
UK, so the pop was very international. So this is a good thing for me. They try to make more connected to the Colombian vibe, like the
Yeah.
Latin vibe, but at the same time, maybe I would rather to have something more mainstream. I don't know.
International, mainstream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And but there's one thing in the song that I like so much, that are the guitars that Maria was doing for us. Uh,
Um,
yeah, it's the same type of guitars they use it in some lines of Sound of the Underground of Girls Aloud. That is
oh,
this
Oh,
kind of 50s, 60s, very fast guitars. This is one good thing in the production for me. But I really don't know if I like it. It's
okay.
it's not a yes, it's not a no. It's like a
in
Like
the
a me,
middle.
like in the middle.
yeah.
For
It's
you, Maria
okay.
Lisa, yes.
Yes, darling.
I was expecting the yes from Luquitas. Like, oh, you're gonna say yes this time.
Okay.
For me, yeah.
Yeah, I love them so much. Actually,
Yeah.
from the list, is one of my favorites. So
Yeah.
yes, and thank you, because we are. I think we are learning a lot of the music production today,
Hmm.
because there is
Oh,
something that I never realized. For example,
okay.
like the
Okay.
guitars, or
It's good to
yes,
hear different opinions. Before you continue,
yes.
we have some comments in Spanish. I think is going to be good. Mariel, read to us, please.
Yeah. Um, we have Patriciela Melo de Villan. She says, I don't speak English, but I love this boy named Mauricio because I know him since he was a baby. Big kiss to you.
Un grande
Um,
beso. Un gran beso.
Gran beso.
This is the time. I'm gonna say this in Spanish. Ay, Patriciela, muchísimas gracias. Qué linda que estés viendo el programa. Te agradezco mucho. Creo que esto fue obra de mi mamá. Muchas gracias. Te mando un saludo grande y un beso enorme. Patriciela is one of the friends of my mom since the time I was very small. Like I was a baby,
Oh,
so I
Yeah.
met her forever. She's so sweet. She's like she was like a mentor for my mom in so many
Yeah.
ways. She was part of the church, and the support is breathtaking. Actually, I feel so excited to have
thank you.
Patriciela here. Yes,
Un
she was
beso.
Thank
she was a big part of my childhood in
Yeah.
the church. Actually,
We have
Oh,
thank you,
Trish
Patriciela.
with us again. Un saludo desde Colombia. Un besito.
Uh,
And we have someone using your account, Mauricio, that I don't know who is. I think
no, but I do know who he is.
it's
It's
not
Mouse.
Mauricio Sierra. It's
No, it's
another one.
Matt's dad. It's Matt's Mouse dad, Mauricio Sierra
yes,
Hurtado. Yes,
Oh,
Hurtado.
it's the
he
same
says,
name.
uh, yeah, they're named the same.
Yes,
Didn't you know
yes,
Okay.
that?
we have the same name. Yes.
I didn't know. I thought someone was logged in your account.
Somebody is hacking Mouse account. No, he says, greetings, guys. I remind you that Carolina Sabino won Gaviota de Plata in Viña del
Vina
Mar,
de Mar.
means the biggest award. So, yes,
Awesome.
thank you. I didn't know that. So, thank
Me
you,
neither.
Mouse
Thank
dad.
you,
Thank
thank you, Papi, because I didn't remember I didn't remember that. I don't remember that, and it's very good information actually.
you.
She in
Thanks
that
for
What
moment she
everybody
was big.
watching.
Why
Oh,
I
okay.
never knew your father has your name, Mauricio? You never told me.
Yes, 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 friend. Yes, he is Ángel Mauricio Sierra Hurtado, and I
Oh,
am Mauricio
okay,
Sierra Martinez. So yes,
awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
move on.
yeah.
Let's move on.
I did know, but thank you. Thank
Yes,
you for I think the whole Colombia is here watching, so big greetings to Colombia.
yes, yes, and thank you all the family, all the friends for the support. You are the best. Thank you.
I love
Yes.
this.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, the next one is Ana Sol. For me, Anna Soul had everything, the whole package. She was beautiful, good voice, all the looks, even all the production I perceived for her. And in that moment, it was like not, I was not a kid anymore. I was like a teenager. And in that moment, I was thinking like, oh, this girl is gonna be huge because she have everything. But something happened and she didn't get all the success. So, what do you think, guys? Luquitas.
Okay, I remember you showed me her before too, and I think she looks like a pop star for
Yeah.
sure. I think the hair was totally inspired by Shakira. Like in the Objection music video is the same. Maybe she was trying to do that because she's Colombian too, like and wanted to be a pop star. And for me, the video you said is 2005, I think,
Yes.
but looks a lot like 2000 or 2001.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of out of the time that was released, and which is good because it's fun to watch. We love some kind of videos like that. Um, the song for me again is not that catchy, especially for 2005 because it was a time in music that pop music was or going to the pop rock vibe that this song hasn't, and or going to a more hip hop vibe that the song hasn't.
Obviously, it
Maybe,
hasn't. Obviously,
yeah,
yeah.
maybe it's good because sound original. I don't know, but it's not catchy. And I had another problem that was the voice of her. For me, her voice is very strong, and I think for the what I was expecting with the whole music video in image, maybe in my mind I was expecting more Britney, more sound. Maybe it's stupid to presume something like that, like to expect that she sounded more Britney or Princess. I don't know, but digging in it, I think I know what is the problem for me. She reminds me a lot of Paulina Rubio in the voice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you
Yeah.
guys know that I'm not a huge fan of Paulina's voice. So
Okay.
I think that destroyed her chance with me.
Okay.
I think that was the
Oh.
problem. Yes.
Okay. Mariel, what do you think? I think that you love this song,
You know
or
me
no?
so well, Mimo. You know
Yes.
me. You know me, darling. Yes, I did. I mean, you have already sent me that song like a
Yes, I
year
think that.
ago, and I didn't remember it much. So now that I replayed it again, I got into it more than the first time. So I really like it. Obviously, like Lucas said, she did reminded me of Paulina Rubio's voice.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, she gave me that Paulina's vibe. But for sure, it was my favorite song from the list that you sent. so
Okay, 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 okay.
so I like it. I like her vibe, the video, her pop image, and how she tried to look like a real pop star.
Yeah.
Um, like Lucas said, probably in 2005, pop rock was more the thing back in the day, but she voted to go for the pure pop. So that's great.
Mhm.
I mean, to actually try to say pop music, and I really like it. So it's a yes for me.
Yes. It was possible for you to find this song on Spotify?
Yeah, her whole album is there.
Oh, okay, because I think here in Colombia it's not available. I don't know why.
He
It
I
it should
try
be.
on Apple Music. Here in Brazil is not available too.
Well, it
Okay,
should be
okay, okay.
because if she's from Colombia, it should be available on Spotify
It's
Colombia.
Yeah.
ridiculous. I don't know. It's ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know why. Yes.
Anyway, but I did like
Anyway,
it.
okay. This next one is a male guy. It's a male voice, and he is Carol Marquez. We are talking about the Carol, not Carol G. Carol Marquez. Um, and at first they tried to make this kind of tropical stuff with him because he's from, I think he's from Cartagena or Santa Marta. He's from the coast of Colombia. So
Mhm.
they tried to make this kind of tropical vibe, but he was more like in a pop oriented sound. And I think this song has this kind of elements like very pop, like the choreography is there and a lot of stuff. So he has a really good voice for me, and in the past, in that moment, he was very known here in Colombia. At least he was very popular,
Mm.
and yes, and actually he's really handsome, I think. So what do you think, guys? Mi Mariel.
To be honest, Mao, this is the song I like the least from the list.
Okay, okay.
Uh, I didn't connect with the song, neither with the boy. First of all, when you sent it, I was like, "Oh, a Carol," because I thought she was he was a girl because of the name. So
Yeah.
when
Yes,
I
yes, yes.
saw it, I was like, "Oh, okay." I didn't know, so I kept watching, but didn't catch my eye so much. I think it reminded me of a Mexican group you probably know called Rake.
Yes.
Um, don't know why he gave me that vibe, and I'm
Okay.
not a fan of Rake,
All
so
right. Okay.
probably I associated them, probably their music, so that's why I didn't sense it like I wanted to. So
Okay.
no,
Okay. Okay.
for me
What?
it's a no.
Okay. Okay. What do you think, Luquitas?
At first, I thought that the band name was El Cajon, and the song was Carol Marquez, like a serenade for someone, you know. So it's kind of
Okay.
confusing. The name. It's the first time that I see a man named Carol, but let's do this. Great. And the other thing that I thought next was he's cute. This guy is cute. He's very
Yeah.
handsome. Yeah. And I looks like I'm trying to be against Marielle every time, but this is the song I like it the most from the list. Yeah. So when Marielle told us is the one she didn't like, I was already laughing at myself because is the one I like it. I think it's a good video for 2004. There's all the elements like the dancers, the band, the way uh, the photography of the video is made is very beautiful. And I know that if I was a Colombian guy, I would be really listening to this song in 2004 when it was released. I don't at first was not that catchy for me, but I try again, and the part that he sings and the other guy in the band sings something um, with him. I don't remember exactly. I think he's the chorus of the song. Is kind of catchy, yes, and is the artist that I will try to listen more things, probably.
You
Okay,
see,
okay,
you
okay,
know
okay.
how opposites
This,
attract.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, but
yes,
it's
it's
so
very
good that
interesting.
yeah,
It's
I
very
love
interesting
this. Yes,
because it's the second time that you are like in
yeah,
all different kind of sites, you know?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
so
it
funny.
happens. It
Okay,
happens.
so for Mariel it's a no this song, for Lucas
No.
is a yes.
Is a yes,
Hmm.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, 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 perfect. The next one is Miss Aiko. She
Mhm.
was not so popular. I think here in Colombia she was like a Colombian one hit wonder with that song Código Mariposa.
Hmm.
The video was in rotation all the time in Play TV. That was the channel that I mentioned several times. And she was like an attempt to be like to have our Britney in a way, but with all different elements, because she's not making this kind of bubblegum pop. I want to know your opinions, Guy. What do you think about? I think the chorus is very catchy, and the song all the time is popping in my head. I don't know why. Since that moment that I listened to the song for the very first time, so I want to know your opinions. Luquitas.
Okay. This song started very pop rock. The intro, I was like, okay, this is made for me. Like, dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
And the first verse, she reminds me a lot of Luca, that is a Brazilian singer
Yeah.
that is very influenced by Shakira. Actually, the way she sings, she loves Shakira, and
Mm.
the way this girl looked reminded me Luca. So I was yes, yes, yes. But
Mm.
again, the chorus came and the song completely changed. There was nothing pop rock. Actually, was very dance music, very the production very similar to the UK dance music uh, back then. If I'm going to be more specific, that there's a DJ called Spanish Fly that there he has exactly that sound. I was trying to know if he was the producer of the song, but I couldn't find. But something that impressed me is that I was reading that this girl was an independent artist. She
Yes.
was not on label. So for an artist like that, the video was really well produced. It was like very pop star, like very well produced. So I was impressed by that. But I was hoping for a pop rock song, and
Okay.
she didn't give me that.
Okay. I think the chorus is catchy. I don't know, in a way, like tengo ganas
Mhm.
de huir, escapar y volar. Donde I don't know. What do you think, Mariel?
I liked it. It was my second favorite from the list.
Okay.
So
Okay.
again, we are on different opinions, Luki's and me, but well, it happens. I like
Yeah.
her. I think I was going to ask you, Mao. She's really Colombian because I catch her some different accent
Yes,
from.
she's actually she's from here, from Bogota,
Oh, I don't know why she sounded a little mm, you know,
Venezuelan. Or
no, as if she had half American, half Colombian. I don't know why she gave me that vibe.
ah, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
but
okay, okay.
I liked, and her name is kind of what called my attention because it's Japanese. So
Yes, yes, yes.
but I did like her. I like the video. I like the song. I am definitely going to look for more of her stuff because I like her. So for me,
And
it's a yes.
uh,
There's
that's very nice, Mariel, because actually her album it's available on Spotify, and
yes.
I
Hmm.
was thinking that maybe Mariel is gonna love this kind of stuff,
Mhm.
like because this song, for example, Código Mariposa and the other song by Anasol have a similar vibe.
Oh,
So
Hmm. Hmm.
it was a surprise for me that Lucas liked Carol Marquez song.
really?
I wasn't expecting that. Yes, it was a
Okay.
surprise. Yes, and the
But
last
I
one.
didn't hate this one, but I was expecting
Okay,
something
okay,
else.
yeah.
I did.
It's
I
funny when
like
you say
it.
that everything changed in the song
Yeah.
because you perceive the song with different ears. I think.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that
Hmm.
maybe for us is different. Yeah, you perceive the sun in a different way. So
Yeah.
it's so amazing to hear your opinion as a musician too. Like
Hmm.
maybe there is something that is missing for us.
Yes,
I,
definitely.
and maybe I'm addicted to some kind of construction in music. Like if the song starts with that type of intro that the song has, I already expect something to be like it's building in my mind, like the other songs. Like the guitar is
Hmm.
gonna start now, the drums now, and
Ah,
when
okay,
that
okay, okay.
is not happening, maybe my mind uh, not approves. I don't know, but
Okay.
yeah,
Well,
Okay.
different tastes.
So, for the song is a yes, Luquitas.
can be
A
a
middle,
A
in the
middle
middle.
middle.
in the middle.
And for me, Maria Luisa, yes, perfect. And the last
Yes.
one is Miss Veronica Orozco. She's the sister of Ana Maria Orozco, that is Betty La Fea, that everybody
Okay.
now knows. She's the
Okay. Okay.
sister. She was part of Okidoki, actually.
Okay. Okay.
And during the 2000s, she decided to release her solo career. I was so obsessed with this song in that moment. I had the opportunity to meet her once when I was working in Sara, and she was very nice with me. Like I was like, "Oh my God, I love your music. I love Las Bragas. That is the song that I share with you." And she was like, "Oh, you're very sweet. You're very kind." And she took the moment to talk with me. She was so nice with me. I
That's
remember. And then in an airplane, I was already working in Avianca, and in an airplane, I met her again, and I was like, "You are the best." And and again she was like, "Oh, you're very sweet." I was asking her like, "Do you remember me?" And she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't remember. I don't remember you." And I was like, but I'm so sorry. And I was like, "Oh, it doesn't matter. You're the best. You're one of the best celebrities here in Colombia." And she was very nice. She was very beautiful, actually. I want to
that's
know
so
your
cool.
opinions, guys, on this song. Mi Mariel, that you were laughing.
I was actually when I listened to them, I was like, "Why is Mouse sending me this?" Because uh, if I'm not mistaken, for you in Colombia, Las Bragas is panties,
Yes,
panties. Yeah.
Makes
yes.
sense with the
So
cover
because
of the album. Yes.
when I was listening, I might something like I might take your sister and take her panties off, something like that. And I'm like, what is this, Mao? Come on. So
The song is picante. The song is
it really
picante.
called my
Yes.
attention because I wasn't expecting something like that. But is she a lesbian?
No.
Mao?
No,
It's
no,
just
no.
something like
No.
I kissed a
Oh, okay.
girl
So
moments, I think.
okay,
Yes, it was.
I
It
kissed
was.
a
I
girl from
think.
Katy Perry.
Yes,
Yes, yes, yes,
yes,
yes, yes.
yes, 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 yes. The perfect example. Yes.
Yeah, I was a little confused, and I'm like, I need to ask Mao, is she a lesbian or what? Because the song kind of, let me thinking,
Confused.
but confused. But I found it fun. I found it fun, and I think she
Mhm.
had the looks and these
Yeah, she's good.
more like a Willa Forth, if you ask me. Not that
Yes.
not that sweet. More like Willa Forth, more
Hmm.
open, more naughty.
More
So
open. More naughty.
yes,
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Very
So
naughty, actually.
I'm not going to give it a yes or a no, but I'm gonna leave it in the middle, just like
In the
Luquitas
middle.
yes
Yes.
said
Yeah.
last time. But it was fun. I'm like, why
It
is
was
Mao
interesting.
sending this? Yes.
What do
Okay,
you
so
think,
now
Lucas?
Luquitas.
I heard her album once because you sent me. Actually, you sent me after I was listening to another Latin artist that was Barbara something, I think. And I don't remember now. And you told me maybe you're going to like this girl. So I remember I heard the whole album and I love the cover. I think it's so fun. The the
The
cover of the
concept.
album. Yeah, the whole concept. And again, for me, she sounds like Paulina Rubio, the voice.
Okay.
But
Okay.
the song, I think the whole idea is kind of funny, kind of sassy. But in the middle of the song, I was tired of the song.
Okay.
I
Okay.
was like, "Oh, this is not ending now. There's more." So was kind of exhausting to listen. But I think she's very beautiful, and the cover of the album is awesome. So I'm in the middle with this one.
You are
Uh,
in the middle. Okay.
yes.
Yeah. But yeah, it
Okay,
was
okay,
fun. It
okay.
was fun listening to all these artists. I mean, I didn't know, except for Escarcha, I didn't know the rest
All
of
of
them.
these
So
artists.
Yeah, yeah, I love
I
it.
appreciate Mo.
Was not a
Okay,
bad moment. It's just that to maybe to construct our opinion, I go like very like Mao in the last episode. He was very intense, like critical, paying attention the details of everything. So I think it is what it is. But a lot of songs are fun, and if they were songs like playing randomly in my playlist, I would let them play. I was not going to be like, I gotta
skip.
skip this
Mhm.
one. No, 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 was not the case. But when you compare with songs that you actually love, maybe some are no, like I said.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I understand that. So, thank you, friends. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this artist. For me, it's amazing to share this with you because this was
Mhm.
part of my adolescence, for my childhood, and these artists, and the audience know that are not so popular or famous. So it's amazing to bring them up to the conversation again and remember all that what means for people like me here in Colombia, for kids here in Colombia, because they were part of our childhood and of our teenage years. So it's
Yes.
amazing. Thank you, friends. It's amazing to hear your opinions. I want to say thank you to Charlie from Bpop because he was very helpful, helping me with this because I was not clear. Like, and he has a huge knowledge in pop music, and he's from here, from Colombia. So thank you, Charlie. And I want to know your top three of these songs, mi Mariel.
The first one is Ana Sol Sentimiento. The
Sentimiento.
second is Aiko with Código Mariposa. And the third one would be Okidoki. So I think
Okay.
my list has nothing to do with Lukingis. So
Now you, Lucky.
My first is Carol Marquez, El Cajon. Um, the second is kind of hard to choose, but I think I'm going with surprisingly Código Mariposa
Okay,
because
surprisingly, yes.
it's not bad. I was just expecting something else. And at third, I'm confusing, but I think it's going to be the Luna Verde, Oh Baby,
Okay.
because I remember when I was listening, I was curious to listen more by them, um, because it sounds like maybe there's some jam hidden
Okay.
yeah.
in their music. I just forgot to say one thing about Carolina Sabino.
Yes.
I think the lyrics of her were more elaborated than the others, so that was a
Oh,
strong
okay.
point. But I forgot to mention that. That's it.
Yes,
And
yes, yes, you're right.
and what's your top three, Bao?
Oh, my top three is so difficult because I love of these people. My number one would be Veronica Orozco Las Bragas. I had that song on repeat at that moment. The next one would be Ana Sol Sentimiento. It's another song that I really love. And the third one, Mariel, it's good that you didn't choose Escarcha because you already know them. So,
Yeah.
but for me, the third one would be Escarcha with Boom Boom.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
And
Thank
we have more
you.
comments. We have a comment here. Oh, from our friend Joaquin Rencoret. I was updating all your videos this week in my office while I work. They are great. Greetings from Chile.
Oh, so
Kisses
sweet,
to
friend.
Chile. Yes, thank
Yes.
you.
Hello,
Thank you so
Joaquin.
much.
Thank you for your support. Thank you so much.
Yes, all the
Yes.
way to Chile. And we have here a Adrian giving us, he's bothering Luquitas. He says you
Yes.
have a fixation on past tense
He
because you
loves.
said
Yeah.
Luque. produce it. You
Yes.
know, Adrian, we are not English speakers, native speakers,
Yeah.
so
Neither are you, Adrian.
neither are you. So no, no, I know it's all joke.
Yeah, yeah. He
But
So
loves
we
it.
good.
men-
He loves
we
that. Yeah.
mentioned this in the beginning of Ready Set Pop. The three of us speak Spanish. Well, Mao and I speak Spanish, and Lucas speaks Portuguese. So for us, this is very challenging to do this in English.
Yes, for us, sometimes I'm struggling all the time with the words. I'm like, oh my god.
It's
Yeah,
Yes,
a way that we found to exercise our English too. So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
awesome. But he talks about that with me all the time, like the ed that I put
yeah,
in
yeah. You
the
have
last
that.
of the words.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
actually, I remember when I was in high school. For me, was even today. For me, was so difficult to make this difference between work and work. So it's easier for us to say work it or something like that to make
Yeah.
the difference, because it's very difficult to make this sound for us, the not English native speakers.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
So
yeah,
for
but
us, it's
I'm a
difficult.
Sagittarius, so wait for
Yeah.
it. I'm gonna change.
Oh, but he
No,
says
but it's okay.
you guys are the best. Your English is amazing. I admire all three of you. We love you,
I
Adrian.
know.
I
You
know you're
too.
just
Yes,
messing with
Adrian.
us. We
Well,
know you're just
yes,
messing.
yes, we know you. Yes, friend.
Yeah, but thank you. Thanks everybody for watching. For Mouse family all the way from Colombia for being here
Yes.
today. Um, and well, obviously this episode is going to be now uploaded to our YouTube channel. So for those who didn't make it live, you can rewatch it. And if you want to listen to the songs, you can find a playlist in our YouTube channel, which Mao just created. So you guys can listen to these songs that we were
Yeah.
just discussing today. And
It's going to be on the description
yeah,
to make sure. Yes.
so let's hope next week we will have more pop content for you. Thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a big thumbs up, and share with your friends and family so we can keep growing as a channel. We are really excited with this new season and what's coming for us, right guys?
Yes, totally. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, my family. Thank you, Patriciela. Fue increíble tenerte aquí. Muchas gracias por el apoyo. It was so incredible to have you here, Patriciela. Love you and thank you for your kind words. Muchas gracias por tus lindas palabras. Bye, my family, my sister Sarah. I love you. I love you. My dad. Love you. Love you. Thank you so much.
Yes, thanks everybody. See you next time.
Bye.
Yeah.